this is the way, as you might say. I'm really proud of Star Wars Theory because it's very, very easy to take the ticket to get clout from these organizations that are destroying everything we love. And he did something different and actually just said no. And this is a big deal. This is a turning point because Star Wars Theory has such a big channel, has such influence on Star Wars culture, on Star Wars fandom, and of course fandom in general, that this could be a turning point to where we see companies actually might start listening to us in the future if we just hold firm, hold the line. And that's what we've been saying for a while. It's these AAA games take 2 to 3 years to make, and all we got to do is just not buy them for now and flatten the curve. And I want to talk about this big culture win because this kind of standing pat and not accepting clout in exchange for promotion is a big deal. It's hard for YouTubers to do, and Star Wars Theory should get kudos for this. He really should. My name's John Delarose, everybody. Please hit the like and subscribe button as we talk about all the most important things going on in pop culture right here. And of course, I'm a science fiction writer making my own graphic novel called The Hidden Emperor. We're almost at $26,000 as of the recording of this video. And guys, we hit 25 yesterday. Really appreciate you for the support so far. This has been our best campaign in history. We're writing real science fiction with real heroism, a lot of fun, bringing back comics to what they used to be before, of course, all this nonsense destroyed everything. So if you are a fan of Star Wars, I guarantee you're going to be a big fan of this. Come grab the complete Ayla Rin Adventures, or just grab the Hidden Emperor and check things out and support our channel here because we have something I know you're going to love, and I appreciate you being there. So this is in the description below, and definitely hit the like and subscribe button as we talk about all the most important things here. Let's get into the news. So YouTuber Star Wars Theory revealed that he rejected an offer from Ubisoft and its partners to promote the upcoming Star Wars Outlaws game from Massive Entertainment. Now, we revealed the other day that Ubisoft was basically bribing a bunch of YouTubers out there in order to get some positive reviews about it. They flew people out from even the UK, gave them Disneyland trips, took them whale watching, gave them toys and more things in order to just promote their game and grease the wheel a little bit. This is standard form in entertainment media. It's all about the access. They give you early access. They treat you real nice, and you're supposed to treat them nice and kind, or you get off the list for, of course, their coverage. In the comic book industry, they don't even give very much. They give you like review PDFs and access for interviews for creators, and if you, of course, don't say what they like, they take you off that list and you're blacklisted from getting any of that, is how it goes. So this is how they try to control the narrative of everything. And we already saw that with Star Wars Outlaws, that there's been a YouTuber that actually just was one of those ones who got that early look and put their video up before the consulting firm working for Ubisoft could actually review it for the content. And they got their video pulled and copyright claimed at that point because they were forced out of this. So it is complete controlled coverage, and Star Wars Theory knows that, and so he's not willing to play that game. If you can't just be honest about something, he doesn't want to do it, and this is wonderful. So in a recent video upload, he said, at the end of the day, yeah, they did reach out, meaning Ubisoft. We were going to potentially do something. I gave them an exorbitant amount of money. I was like, well, you need to give me this. And look, there's going to be a ton of things in the contract that will not bind me to any sort of tailoring of what I need to do or don't need to say about the game. So he basically said, hey, we are going to be honest about it, and you better accept that or I'm not going to do the contract. It's that simple. He continued, if it's complete ass, I'm going to be candid about that. And so at the end of the day, nothing was signed. Nothing was done. And this tells me that Ubisoft, frankly, is just not confident in their game. They know that a lot of players are going to be upset with this. And already you could see even with the shield reviews, we saw one from IGN that we did talk about the other day, where IGN was like, oh, it's, a lot of these open world games are a jack of all trades and a master of none. Well, a jack of all trades and a master of none means it's not a great game. And then with how much money they've sunk into development of it, that's a bad sign for Ubisoft when even the shill media that is going for the access, just gives kind of a backhanded compliment at that level. So Star Wars Theory says, I am happy about it because the game looks like absolute shit. It looks like garbage. It really does. We've shown some video play of that as well. He later reiterated, yeah, we were in talks. They did reach out, surprisingly. I don't think it's that surprisingly. He's got a channel level where it is undeniable, right? Star Wars Theory has a huge YouTube following. And if you look at it, that is a big enough one where they really would love for that to come in. I mean, he's got 3.3 million followers. Right? So it's a little different. I'm at a spot where I've got like almost 30,000 followers, getting close. So please hit the like and subscribe. The comic industry still doesn't even take us seriously at that. I estimate it's around the 100,000 mark where you get taken seriously by these people. Even though we get a lot more views than a lot of channels that have 100,000 because of people like the content here. That's where they take you seriously in the industry. And he's got one that's such a level, it's insane. That huge 3.3 million is wanted. It's needed because if he says he likes a game, oh my gosh, it's going to sell them copies. It really is. And so they said, I was like, oh, okay. I spoke to my network and he was the middleman and that was it. I made him know for sure. I'm like, look, I ain't going to play nice man. Like if it's, a certain way, I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. They know how I am anyways. And that's a sign of honesty right there. Again, like Ubisoft probably was going to pay him a lot of money for this. They probably would have given him a bunch of perks for this. And all he had to do was just play ball. And he chose his honesty. He chose being right to gamers, being right to Star Wars fans over that. That's a big deal to me. That's a big cultural push. And again, Star Wars Theory, we just like salute you for this. In the end, I didn't sign anything. I didn't conform. I didn't nothing. No matter what the compensations were, it's my way or not when it comes to my channel. I'll never take a certain amount of money than sign a contract which says I can't say anything. Like, screw that, dude. I don't need that. And that's exactly what they want. They know at Ubisoft that they have to control the narrative. Otherwise, they're never going to get people on board with this. They're already in massive trouble. We've seen huge signs of just cracks in the armor from just like this showing pretty bad among gamers, and from, of course, Assassin's Creed Shadows getting absolutely eviscerated by gamers. They're about to have a bad Q3 and Q4, and this is all they have coming out of the company. These games have been in development for so long. They've cost them so much money. They need them to be successful. They're pretty sunk at this level. And so they're doing everything they can to control the narrative of what's going on out there. And you just can't stop. You just can't lie that hard. You can't go, oh, this is beautiful. It's impossible, right? Later in the video, he says, we didn't sign anything because I want to be able to speak my mind fully. And A, you're going to have to pay me X amount. And B, if it's something I really like, for example, the next Fallen Order game, I'll do it for free, right? And that's the thing, right? If it is that good, it's something to talk about. But if it's something I really don't care about already, I'll need a monetary compensation. Then the contract will be amended to essentially I'll say whatever I want, however I want, which nobody's really going to want that. Very funny. But again, it's just a testament to Star Wars Theory's honesty that he didn't take this right here, and that's a big, big deal. Theory's revelation that Ubisoft and its partners contacted him to promote Star Wars Outlaws comes in a wake of a report of a German YouTuber, Cyberpunk20XX, who discovered multiple YouTubers and influencers were influenced by Ubisoft as a part of the company's largest marketing campaign in its history. And that's what they said. And he said this came from them. We are part of the largest marketing campaign ever for an Ubisoft game. I can definitely confirm the last part. I was invited by Ubisoft to come to Los Angeles, and this is from Germany, and play Star Wars Outlaws at an event. The location was polished up. There was a day in Disneyland, something like that. Ubisoft spent a lot on that. We saw a lot of influencers posting. Again, we saw these female influencers posting their Instagram with little toys that Ubisoft gave them and the things like and more. They were basically bribed on this level. They really were. And here's one of them that got there. It's Chewie. So Ubisoft and Star Wars flew me out to California to play Star Wars Outlaws, interview the game director and lead writer, and meet the cast. I'm beyond grateful. Well, he's going to give him a good review. Look at that smiling face with the poster in the background pointing up to it. You got our Space Karen and her space cat in the background. Oh, cool. We got a weird black lady, too. That's going to be so exciting. It's everything we ever hoped for and more. And you could see it's all just a paid clout structure. All these people are completely bought off. It's completely fake, and that's why we need alternative media like Star Wars Theory to tell the truth of what's going on. And that's the case here. I've actually been offered sponsorships several times by different people in different industries, from video games to t-shirts to comics. And I've turned them all down because, again, like, I just don't want to be beholden to anybody on that level. I don't want to have to tone down my content and not say what I think. I think that's the whole value of the channel, is actually being able to be honest, being able to be real, and being able to go against these corporations that are trying to suck the soul and suck so much funds out of their player base like pay pigs. It's really, really sick to watch, and they need to be called out for it. All right, kudos again to Star Wars Theory for just his great honesty. He's doing a wonderful work here, and we appreciate his being honest and turning down the ticket. We need more of that to go on YouTube. Clout's just not worth it, my friends. Hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment down below with what you think, and please check out The Hidden Emperor. This is great sci-fi, a great Star Wars replacement. You're going to love this graphic novel. Thank you again. We appreciate all the support so far.